Really?
Pivots, diamonds. They look really good too.
If you slide them over the pin, do they work?
Yeah, it still shows yellow.
So they were really good.
They were good ones. They were, this stuff I get it just.
I'm gonna down payment.
Yeah. You have to do a better job.
That's a big. Even the police might have it. Or you have to get it. Imagine. Yeah. 1 minute. Put my phone back on a little bit. Yeah. You know what's not on this agenda? I got 5 o'clock.
I know.
Call to order Board of Works for August 9th. We need approval of the July 26 minutes.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Department head reports, fire department. And I gave you papers from Brad.
Brett Bogue, Fire Chief. So far this year, we've had 1,544 runs. 960 has been EMS. 584 has been fire. I also come to you at this time for promotions. I've got 2 guys. Please accept my letter as my official request for the below-listed officer's promotion to the rate indicated. The requested promotions will be effective on August 7th, which is the start of our pay period, and will be probationary period for 1 year, at which time I may request a permanent promotion of fire department. Also, in the future, the fire department might be moving the battalion chief to a daytime position 7 days a week, and I've talked to Jimmy on that, and he's graciously accepted that if it changes, that he will do that. So Jim Beeman, Jimmy has been on the in the fire service for 20 years. He's been a captain training officer at headquarters for 13 of those 20 years. He's got certificates in fire officer, safety officer, instructor, and investigator, just to name a few of us. He's also a licensed paramedic, and he's an instructor over at Vincent's University. So he'll be moving from captain training officer to battalion chief, which he's been acting role since Sonny's been out. And Zach Westfall will be promoted to captain training officer. Zach's got 16 years in the fire service, 10 years at the Vincent City Fire Department. He's Indiana Instructor 2-3, National Fire Academy Managing Officer Program, graduate of June 2020 from the program. He does fire service research, training management, and community risk reduction. So,
And just for the record, these promotions you're able to make those because of Sonny's retirement.
Sonny's retired from the department as of July.
Right, he spent
So
Okay.
30 years with the fire department.
30 plus, yeah, 34, I think, I believe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brett.
Okay.
Never heard anybody call Jim Jimmy before, so that's kind of.
And you want to make a motion to accept his?
I'll make a motion that we accept the chief's promotions as detailed.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? Aye.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Battalion Chief Beeman and Captain Westfall.
Great.
Next up is City Inspector.
Brad Snyder, City Inspector's Office. Violations for July of 2021, we did 80 in grass, 51 in weeds, 2 for bushes, 36 for junk and debris, 13 for trash. We had 182 violations that we issued. Permits, we did 25 in building, 6 in demolition, 8 in dumpster, 10 in electrical, 3 in heating, 2 in HRBs, 5 in plumbing and street cuts, and 1 sign for $2,481. Okay.
Okay.
Yep, thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Brad. Is Leah not here?
Can't see her.
She's here.
She's here.
Oh, there she is.
She's
How can we miss Leah? I was like,
Yeah,
sitting in the wrong row.
Animal shelter. I have to make you guys sit up front.
Sorry. I assume you're ready for me
Yes.
since you were looking around for me. I know I'm short, but Leah Reagan, Vincent's Animal Shelter. For the month of July, we took in 35 cats. Our positive outcome for cats was 14. Of those, 12 were adoptions and 2 were feral releases. Our dog intake for the month of July was 58. 20 of those dogs were from the county. We had 17 strays, 14 owner surrenders, 20 dogs that were seized, and 7 that were returned adoptions. We had 50 positive outcomes for dogs in the month of July. 26 of those were adoptions, 17 of those were returned to owner, and 7 dogs were sent to rescue. Our total adoptions for the month of July was 38. We currently have a total of 57 as our on-site population for dogs and cats, and we 3 of those are bite holds, and we have 20 kittens in foster.
Okay. Thanks, Leah. No old business, we'll move to new business. First up is 2 curb cuts, main buildings and storage building, Old National Bank. Empire Construction. And JP, you can come up too.
I'm so loud I forget to wait till I'm out of microphone. Anyway, it comes from working in construction. But, so I was told that Mr. Sprague we had a medical emergency, so the regular project manager's not here. I am filling in. It's 2 curb cuts on the OMB side for the branch. Mr. Sprague has the actual drawings. Do you need me to, I'm not sure what you, yeah.
So this is for the new,
Hi, nice to meet
Right.
you.
the new bank, right? Okay.
Won't you step up?
Yeah, you step up.
There's 2 actual for the bank.
Right, so the
One,
bank building has 2 curb cuts, so 1 permit request for 2 curb cuts, and then the storage building has 1 curb cut on 7th Street.
Okay.
It's 2 separate permits from what I understand.
Yeah, So, but Empire didn't make it, so, I mean, I can vouch for what they're asking for, and we can approve it tonight if you guys are good with that. Yeah, I've reviewed all the plans, they've incorporated my comments in the plans and the details and everything, so this is just for the formal request for
So
the
the
permits.
first page is the curb cuts on the side streets, correct?
There's one on Church, one on Pyro Street.
Yeah.
one on National Bank Building.
And the second one's the
And that's
storage
the
building,
storage, correct.
and that's on Second Street.
Seven.
Oh, 7.
7.
Okay. And everything's good with you?
Me, yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. All right, so we'll make a motion to approve the 2 curb cuts requested for the Old National Bank new branch building and storage building.
I'll abstain because of.
That's fine.
Oh, thank you, yeah.
Okay.
Makes
All
sense.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, last time I built buildings was in California. This was a very pleasant experience. I couldn't wait for the bloodbath. I had it all ready.
Welcome to small city life, yeah. Yeah, thanks for being here.
Okay, next is Ryan's Run for Recovery 5K, Carrie Preston and Sarah Higgs. And you should have a letter in your.
Hello, I'm Carrie Preston. I'm Vice President of the Drug Court Foundation, and Sarah Higgs, and we are here to talk about the 5K run that we have planned for September 4th. It's a Saturday, a Labor Day weekend. It's a 5K run to benefit the Drug Court Foundation as well as to memorialize the late Judge Joe Henningsmeyer. It's National Recovery Month, which is why we wanted to do it in September. It's also the anniversary of his funeral on that day. The benefits will all go towards the Drug Court Foundation. The run's all going to start and finish at the between the courthouse and the courthouse annex. We would request, it's going to go down and loop around, it's going to go on the Riverwalk, loop around Vincennes University, and then come back and finish at the courthouse. Just some significance to that route, as that's what Ryan would, the judge would run sometimes on his routes, and he also did teach some classes at VU, so we thought that was important to incorporate some of those places for the memorial. We would request a couple of the roads be closed just during the time of the runners, which shouldn't be too long. So, of course, 6th and 7th Street at Busserin, where it would be starting and finishing. Also, 6th and Button. We do have, I know the sheriff has agreed to help with some of the traffic control, and then it's also going to go around the farmers market. The award ceremony would be at 10:30, and we anticipate that we would be off all of the streets and have everything cleaned up by about 11 that morning.
So, I mean, is it, the chief's here, so, I mean, do you think it would be possible to, I mean, I certainly understand the closing bus run between 7th and 8th, and that's not gonna be an issue, but, I mean, if we had enough officer and volunteers to do those intersections rather than closing those intersections, could we
Right,
just,
the wording is,
could we man those in a
yeah,
way
so
that
what
would-
we'll do is we'll definitely have an officer there as they go across 6th Street there at Busserin.
Right,
And so we'll actually
And 6th
station
and
an officer
Button
there
also.
rather than closing it down for
Yeah,
that period of
right.
time. And then as they run along the Riverwalk and through VU and everything, that will open back up. The officer will then move one block as they come back through and then take care of.
I think, I
making sure
mean,
every- yeah.
the city attorney and myself and a number of other people in here have run a lot of 5Ks in the city. And I mean, I think for staging purposes, beginning and the end of the race, you know, closing bus run makes sense. But yeah, if we can just man those well enough to
Yeah,
stop
we'll get it
traffic,
out
I think
safely
that'll work.
instead of actually closing.
Is that okay with you guys? Okay.
Yes.
And then if we can get a map of the route. Do you have a
We
map?
have a map of the route, yes.
Oh, do you? That's okay.
Okay.
We'll throw Paul under the bus.
Okay.
first.
Okay, it's her fault.
And they'll- and
Do you want to see one now? We have one?
No.
No, okay.
No, we
I just
got
want to
a
make sure the
feel
police
for it.
department knew what route we
Yeah.
were taking, so they could be.
Okay.
Okay. So that being said, we'll make a motion to approve the course as submitted for the September 4th Recovery 5K to benefit the Knox County Drug Court Foundation with a specific request to close Busserin Street between 7th and 8th Street shortly before and through the end of the race, with police and sheriff assistance at various intersections.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good sign-up.
Thank you.
Next is Burkhart Insurance Block Party request. I've got a letter from Emily O'Connor, but this isn't Emily.
It's not.
No.
Tony Burkhart, September 24th, which is a Friday, we would like to close First Street between Main Street and Bus Run from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. To basically have an open house block party for 102 Main. We had a ribbon cutting about a month ago, but it was just a very small crowd. So we'll probably have a band, have high tops out in First Street, and then we'll have our annex, which is the old Murphy's Tavern, open for hors d'oeuvres and drinks and so forth. So 6:30 to 9, we'll clean up our own mess, we'll do our own setup, and just like to have permission to close the street for that evening.
Sounds good. Okay, we'll make a motion to approve the closing of First Street between Main and Bus Run from 6:30 to 9 p.m. as described by Mr. Burkhart on September the 24th.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you.
Great.
All right,
Thanks, Tony.
thanks. Next is Daywig Rib Fest, Valley Party Supply, Liz Romani. And you have her request.
We want you to know that the mayor and I filed a formal protest for some of your
You guys were good contenders, but not quite good enough.
Be careful, you can get denied request.
Pays to be small.
reigning champion of the first ever celebrity musical chair watermelon contest. Yeah, so yeah.
You guys did good. Liz Romani, manager of Valley Party Supply. So we are planning our Fall Rib Fest for September 18th, and we would like to request closing the streets for the big smoker truck that comes up there and all the body traffic that will be there. From between 4th and 5th on Du Bois, from 3 a.m. to about 3 p.m. is about when we'll wrap up. And then also permission to set yard signs out, typically at the places that we already do throughout the city. And I will set those up the Sunday before Rib Fest and then take those down Sunday after Rib Fest, the day after Rib Fest.
Sounds good. Okay, so we'll make a motion to approve the closing of Du Bois between 4th and 5th on Saturday, September the 18th from 3 a.m. until 3 p.m. with use of yard signs around their property.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks. Do we have anybody here from Victory Church? If not, we will move on. Autumn on Main. Ellen.
You have your bodyguard with you?
That would be it. Ellen Harper, Downtown Vincent's Association. On Friday, September the 10th, will be Autumn on Main. And we will be doing the same thing that we've done always in the past, with one exception. But we're asking that Market Street at 2nd and Market be closed on Thursday because B.D. Fuller will set up his Pronto Pup stand. As it happened in the past, closure of the main streets, Main Street from 1st Street to 5th Street from 4 to 11. Cross streets will remain open. Pocket Park Pavilion restrooms remain open. We'll take care of the trash. Our music venues will be set at, we'll have Guys and Rosie at the Trailhead, and we will have Jamie Taylor and Wade Baker's group at 5th and Main. And then I always ask for the police station for an officer at 2nd and Main, which I will follow up with Street Department and Police Department on all of this. And we're going to add something different this year for the whole 100 block, and I'm going to have Andrew talk about that.
What's that? Oh, no. So Andrew Hines, yeah, we're piggybacking off of Ellen here. So typically each year we've done, for the last few years, we've done the Touch a Truck out at the park. Helen
Yeah.
was gracious enough to allow us to team up with Autumn on Main. If you guys will allow us, we're looking to go ahead and do the Touch a Truck around the Patrick Henry Square. And so right now, we're looking for around 20 different vehicles, whether it be the police department, whether it be the fire department and whatnot. So right now, we've already got around 15. We should have around 20 to 25. But down Market, Patrick Henry Square, and then also Rotary has we just keep on piggybacking here, excuse me. But Rotary is looking to do the inflatables right there on Patrick Henry, right there on the grass. But our understanding is also that you can't have any exchange of money there, if even donations. I don't know exactly okay.
Right.
So they're looking to go ahead.
Park Service.
Exactly. So they're looking to do the tent actually out on Market. And they're looking to basically gather food there as well. So they'll have, I think it's St. Vincent, they have a food truck. Okay, so basically a box truck, and looking to go ahead and take food donations as well.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's the addition this year.
Great,
Okay.
great.
And I've talked to GRC, and I'll be working with Frank for the permits to use their
Okay.
grounds also.
Great,
Yes.
great. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make a motion to approve the Autumn on Main Street Festival as described in detail by Ellen Harper from September the 10th from 6 to 10, including activities in the Patrick Henry Square area for a Touch a Truck event.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks,
And
Andrew.
Ellen will stay up for Hoosier Cruisers cruising.
Yes. The Hoosier Cruisers, again, they are always part of our Autumn on Main. They will be filling at least 200 and 300 block for us, but we wanted to add the piece in 100 block for the kids, especially this year. So they will be doing that. But also then on September the 11th, on Saturday night, they do their cruise in, they go through town, and I've also talked to Vincent's Police Department about this. They will start at Gregg Park at 7 p.m. and do a cruise through the city, and usually what they do, they cruise past all of the assisted living, the nursing home areas, basically. And they usually end up at the pavilion at 7:30, roughly at 7:30, and they do have a lead from the police department to go through town. So they're wanting to do that. Use of the pavilion then from 7:30 to 10 p.m. to display their vehicles, and their contract and insurance is on file. And then pavilion restrooms naturally unlocked until 10. And then Bustrin Street, we're asking for it to be closed from 2nd Street to 1st Street for overflow of vehicles. And I do believe they're also going to be having Zip and Sip I Heart food truck there for anyone that wants ice cream or a drink or anything like that. So they've talked to them, and they're going to be doing that also. So, okay.
Okay, we'll make a motion to approve the Hoosier Cruisers Car Club cruise in on Saturday, September 11th, as described in detail by Ms. Harper.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ellen.
Yep.
Next up is American Patriot Pyro contract, and that is me. This is the group that did our fireworks this year,
Okay.
and they're wanting us to see if we will sign a 3-year contract, committing to $15,000 a year. But with that, we can save up to 15% every year if we sign this 3-year contract.
Okay. So that's what we paid, that's what we paid this past year was?
I think we spent 18 this last year, is what it was.
Okay.
But we're gonna commit to 15 a year for 3 years.
And
And
then-
I got a lot of positive remarks on the fireworks
Right.
this year. So
And I know you did make some requests in the community for support. I mean, did we get any?
yes, we
We
got
did.
excellent support.
Okay, great, great. 'Cause that's nice to
But if we do this 3-year contract, we can get
lock in a rate.
up to 15% discount. So
Okay. I'll make a motion that we approve the contract for the 4th of July fireworks with American Patriot Pyro.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next is Park and Rec Declaration of Surplus Equipment. I won't put Chris on the spot, but they have an old 1997 Ford F-250 truck that they want to declare surplus and get quotes on it. Somebody wants to buy it. They're going to advertise it starting tomorrow, and then next Board of Works will look at awarding whoever got the
Okay, so all we're
Highest
doing here
bid.
is making a motion to declare this as
surplus.
surplus. Okay, I'll make a motion that we declare as surplus the Park and Recreation vehicle described as a 1997 Ford F-250.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
And at this time, I'm gonna introduce Chris Moore, who is our new Parks Director.
Hey,
Chris Moore, Parks and Rec. Just relocated from Virginia Beach back in February after a 28-year naval career. Moved here with my lovely bride, Amy Tromley, from Vincennes, Indiana, and my 2 daughters, Ava and Violet. They go to Franklin. Look forward to serving the community as I serve my country, and we really like it here. So,
Thanks.
Welcome.
aboard. But if you have nothing under miscellaneous, just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We are adjourned.
that's a half hour left of work. I mean, that's good. That's quite a bit of work. Yeah, it's a good thing we don't get paid 5 an hour, it stretches things out internally.
That's right.
Okay, so actually 50. What's up, Mr. Dolly? Picture time. Picture time.